All right. Well, folks, we are now live on the Economic Alliance Snohomish County's Facebook page. And I think we will get started momentarily. We're going to give ourselves a little bit to get acclimated, and then we'll dive right into this press conference on diversity, equity, and inclusion. Okay, folks, I think now is the time to start. We'll start just a moment early just to give us a little bit more room to move. My name is Gary Clark, President and CEO of Economic Alliance Snohomish County, and I am eager and ecstatic to have this conversation with these individuals that we have on screen today. Please feel free to share this as you see it live, comment, as we will have staff on the feed as well to engage with you. And please, if you have questions, we will find a way to sift those back to our participants here at a later date to make sure that you get some direct engagement. Now, with that in mind, this is just a brief overview of where we are. So, Economic Alliance Snohomish County, we believe in and support Snohomish County as a business community and as a vibrant place for growth and opportunity. Now, with that in mind, what I would love to share with you all today is that we are launching a new diversity, equity, and inclusion initiative called Snow Code, primarily coined by the very awesome Annie Cole, who is with us here. And I just want to say that this collaborative spirit and effort is tied to our regional partners and our major employers. Our goal here with Snow Code is defined as creation, opportunities, diversity, and equity. And in that space, it is an opportunity between Economic Alliance Snohomish County, leadership Snohomish County government, and obviously our nonprofit and for-profit entities to come together. But let's not be remiss that our state government is also a part of this effort. There's been a lot of work done on the state level, and we want to make sure that we are partners in that space as well. Now, as I've set the stage, I will move to shift our viewing so that you can see the key speakers. And we'll have everyone mute themselves for now. We'll dive into a quick conversation with the very awesome and amazing Representative April Berg of the 44th District. I want to make sure that everyone is aware that Representative Berg is not only the first Black and young student body president in the history of Oregon State University, but now Representative Berg is also the first Black woman to represent the 44th District of Washington. So Representative Berg, please take the stage.
Thank you so much, Gary, and thank you for that great introduction. It is great to be on this call. It's great to be at this event, specifically because of the opportunity you're going to be providing to the community in our county. And just to kind of, level set where we are, Snohomish County has grown in the last 10 years by over 100,000 residents, and we're now the 5th most diverse county in the state. And you can see this diversity everywhere. You can see it in our schools, our parks, and on our main street. And just to let you know, the Everett School District is now a global majority school district. I say that a lot. I don't like to use deficit language, so I don't say minority, I say global majority district, with over 50% of our students who are students of color. And as a state representative, I am so proud to represent the city in Snohomish County that has had the most growth in the last 10 years, as well as representing the zip code in our county that is the largest. So this is who I represent in the 44th, and I couldn't be more proud. With that unprecedented growth is there's unprecedented opportunity, specifically economic opportunity. And as the vice chair of the House Finance Committee, I think a lot about jobs and revenue. I want to know, how do folks earn their money and how do folks spend their money? And I will tell you, as policymakers at the state level, we're looking to local communities to implement and sometimes distribute the support meant to create jobs and increase revenue. And Snow Code is exactly what we need. Snow Code is this amazing public-private partnership that's going to play a vital role in creating opportunities with a lens of equity. And so what does that mean? This means, how do we help businesses build capacity and retain workers? How do residents access workplace opportunities that are equitable and inclusive? And I'll tell you, when I talk with business owners from marginalized and underrepresented communities, there's a common concern. How do I access help? How do I find the support I need to succeed? They say, Rep. Berg, what's the secret? What's the code? And so part of why I love being here is that I really do love the name, creating opportunities for diversity and equity. It's the code. And so part of what you're going to hear today is that secret, is that code. And that's that being intentional and focused on equity and inclusion will always help the bottom line. Being intentional about equity will always help families, and it will always help businesses. And so I couldn't be more grateful to Gary and his team for providing this space and this opportunity for equity and inclusion to be baked into everything we do as we support our growing diverse county. Thank you so much, Gary, for inviting me.
Thank you very much, Representative Berg. That was amazing. I really appreciate your collaboration and your overall understanding and knowledge of this space and how it impacts our business community, but also our overall community. And I'm really excited because now I get the opportunity to explain a little bit of what Representative Berg kind of teased out there. What is the code? And so moving forward, I'd like to say this. Economic Alliance, Snohomish County, took the time to assess and analyze where we were as an organization, where our business community was, and where our partners were, and how we could collaborate moving forward. So in announcing the establishment of Snow Code for CEOs in our community, in our county, we are asking that the CEOs in our business community, we are asking that the leaders in nonprofit organizations, education organizations, and for-profit entities provide an opportunity. We want to provide an opportunity as an umbrella effect to say that Snow Code will provide services, education, advancement, communication, and a timeline for individuals to assess and analyze their individual cultures, business cultures, to make sure that we are reaching, as Representative Berg mentioned, that upcharge of a bottom line. Because when diversity, equity, and inclusion are enlisted in a core piece, an element of your culture, the results show exponentially that your business is successful. And so we already know that that work's being done in Snohomish County. And so we want to make sure that we are able to enhance that space. So with Snow Code, this means that we are going to ask for a formalized pledge from our business community and the other entities that we mentioned. Beyond that, that pledge means that we will start to have meetings on a regular basis to engage, to enlist, to question and answer, and build that trust and understanding as we move forward to enhancing Snohomish County as a thriving place, as it already is, but we want to make sure that we amplify that space, that everyone knows, which is our tagline for Economic Alliance Snohomish County: opportunity lives right here. And so beyond that space, that launch will start in Q1 of 2022, which is the CEO's pledge and effort and program. And next step beyond that for us is to make sure that we expand that base. So that's why you see Snohomish County and Annie Cole. That's why you see Kathy Coffey and the leadership Snohomish County group here as well, because we want to make sure that we are expanding that reach as an umbrella effect. We want to make sure that the entire county has the opportunity to enlist in this effort. Now, beyond that, what I'm excited about is our mission statement on DEI and what we plan to do with that. So if you all would give me just a moment, I would love to express that statement. And if someone on our team wants to post that into the chat for this, that would be amazing. So we'll start with the diversity, equity, and inclusion statement. True economic success is achieved with mindful planning, holistic development, and intentional engagement, creating equitable opportunities for all, incorporating diversity and expanding inclusivity, drive economic competitiveness by enhancing community value. As conveners, catalysts, and amplifiers, we pledge to do the work and make it clear opportunity lives here for all. So that is the DEI statement. And guess what? We have this amazing idea as a partnership to bring this not only to our business community, but to the entire county. And so we will be looking for an opportunity to provide a mural next to this statement and also a signing board right there. So our entire county community, our leadership, our business community will have an opportunity to come and sign that board and pledge to do this great work in Snohomish County. Our next phase of enhancement as far as Snow Code is we want to have a formalized forum in October. And we want to make that an annual opportunity to not only have the great, rich conversation and honest conversation about where we are as a county, but we also want to amplify and pledge an award to those people who are doing great work in the private and public industry in diversity, equity, and inclusion. Now, there's a lot more coming to this. And so I would just ask that if you're an artist in the community and you have interest in being engaged in this space, we want our artwork tied to this mural to show that energy of diversity, equity, and inclusion. And so we're going to be asking in the near future for folks who want to engage in this space to join us. We don't want to do this alone. There are tons of partners in this space. So that is a quick version of what we plan to do. There will be more information to come out soon. And with that in mind, I would love to make sure that we pass this message on to our very amazing executive, Dave Summers at Snohomish County. Now, before we bring on this amazing leader, I would like to make sure that I highlight one individual thing to make sure that you all know that Executive Summers has served for 14 years on the Snohomish County Council. Executive Summers is focused on developing policies that make our community safer, healthier, and more prosperous. He has championed fiscal accountability and being a responsible steward of the public's resources. So with that in mind, Executive Summers, take it away.
Oh, thank you, Gary. It's really an honor to be here with you today. And I just really want to congratulate the Economic Alliance, Snohomish County, for launching Snow Code. And I'm really excited about partnering with you on this effort over the coming years. So thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, I know it's good for our residents and good for our institutions, good for our county to have really wide-ranging and meaningful equity initiatives. And I'd just like to give you a brief overview of what we've been doing to advance diversity and equity inclusion work at the county over the last few years. We and I and my departments are really committed to breaking down systems of injustice that no longer result in, so that they don't any longer result in unfair negative outcomes for anyone in our community. DEI work is vital because all people deserve to have the same opportunities. Because our county changes and becomes more diverse, our institutions really have to change with it. So in my first year as county executive, I launched an advisory body. It was an equity and inclusion task force because I really wanted to know what some of the barriers were to being a more inclusive organization in county government. Last year, we established our Office of Social Justice as part of my organization. So that ensures we have staff who can help lead our internal and external DEI efforts. I believe strongly the keys to success are ensuring we have healthy collaboration across sectors and reinforcing common messages to keep us moving all in the same direction. So local government, businesses, nonprofits, our residents, we all need to work together on this. In Snohomish County, we have really two important priorities. We want our government to reflect the communities we serve. Too many remain underserved by every level of government, and some don't have ready access to our services, and we have to change that. Of course, the COVID-19 pandemic has really made access that much harder for some of our residents. So Snohomish County has been focused on ensuring our pandemic response and recovery efforts really reach everybody who's been impacted. So over the next few years, we'll be targeting our Federal American Rescue Plan Act funds to help micro and small businesses, particularly focusing on our BIPOC community and those businesses and those communities that really have difficulty accessing services traditionally. So we have to make sure they're equally served. It's really not enough to just help them bridge the immediate pandemic impacts. We also want to support them as they become more resilient in the long term. So building long-term resilience and strength in our community is vitally important. Know that if everybody has equitable access to government services, and we have helped business partners become better able to withstand the next economic shock, we will have taken this pandemic challenge, made this challenge, used it to make our community stronger. So that's vitally important. I just want you to know I'm committed to partnering with businesses, nonprofits, and other governments to advance diversity, equity, and inclusion in Snohomish County and in the region and in the state. And I really want us to be a model for welcoming diverse and supportive community for all our residents. So with that, I'd just like to turn it over to Annie Cole, one of the leaders of Snohomish County's Office of Social Justice. Annie, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Dave. I had a little problem getting off mute there for a second. I also want to thank Gary for thinking broader. How do we make this more than just business focused or individuals focused in the county, but to be more inclusive, even in how we work to make these kinds of changes in our communities. Too often we want to work alone in our own little silos, and that slows down the work unnecessarily. So this is an exciting opportunity for us to become a model for others to follow. The idea of coming across all of our different functions, government, education, for-profit, nonprofit, religious institutions, it's an exciting place to be. And as the Office of Social Justice, which Dave just identified that he created, we've been in existence for just over a year officially. The work of equity is been part of what's been necessarily, but having an official office helps us to drive that work more deliberately. We in the Office of Social Justice are focused on helping our internal workforce learn about equity and understand how we interact so that our employees can come to work as their whole selves. But we also realize that people don't just work. They also live and play within the community. So it's important that we also work with our community partners to make sure that the community that our employees go out to is also a place where they are welcome, where their families can get the amenities that they need, that they can feel that they are welcome in the community. Because if they don't feel welcomed in the community, they're not likely to just stay to go to work every day. So we're excited to be able to partner with folks in this effort. Some of our long-term goals, well, not long-term goals, the work we're doing will be long-term, right? It's ongoing. It doesn't just happen one day, we have an event and we're done. We recognize this is ongoing work that needs to be spread throughout the community. So we're super excited to be able to partner with Snow Code, with the state, with LSC, and all the other folks that will be coming on. We're excited that we are being asked to make a commitment through a pledge, because evidence is when you write it down, when you sign your name to it, you are more likely to keep that as a focal priority. So that's an exciting prospect for us, Gary. We've learned, and I think we've learned as a community, as a government, as a society, that we can't stand idly by while acts of hate go on. And so we need to speak up wherever they show up. And the Office of Social Justice exists to become part of that, to help people understand how their biases might lead them to act in ways that can cause harm. And we are hopeful that the more we are able to help people understand that, the less likely we are to have those kinds of incidents, and the more likely we are to have the kind of community we all want to be part of, one in which people can show up and be their whole selves. And with that, I'd like to kick this over to Kathy Coffey from Leadership Snohomish County, who I also do a lot of work with. Kathy?
Awesome. Thanks, Annie. Oh, hold on. Okay, I want to start like I do in so many things by acknowledging those who came before me, and in a really small way this time for in the moment. And I want to thank Representative Berg, who's welcomed us all together today. I've had the privilege of seeing April have an impact in the community for the last 15 to 20 plus years in a significant way. And she's always walked her talk for the greater good in the forefront of her mind. And I'm excited to have her represent us in Olympia and at a statewide level, but specifically in this work, and for being here today. I thank Executive Summers for always being the individual that's willing to step out of his comfort zone to make decisions that are best for our county. Dave has supported Leadership Snohomish County in our work around racial equity from day one. And to bring together an entire region that is our county around this work is truly a model of leadership for each of you. It's a model for our county and our state and our country as a joined commitment to equity as a community value. I'm also really thankful to Annie Cole, who's here representing the county with Executive Summers. Annie also represents Leadership Snohomish County as a member of our board of directors, chair of the LSC Racial Equity Committee, graduate of both the LSC Signature Program and Leadership for Racial Equity Cohort, and maybe most known for her capable and personable role as the MC of Step Up and an original member of that committee since its inception over 6 years ago. I'm most proud to call Annie a friend. And Gary, welcome. Thank you. We're grateful that you're here and you bring your passion for growth, healthy and vibrant regions, and equity to Snohomish County. Your collaborative spirit aligns with the nature of how Snohomish County works. In 2018, Leadership Snohomish County worked to define the civic DNA of our region, and the citizens of our county defined themselves as helpful, growing, resilient, diverse, and collaborative. And I firmly believe that you need to know who you are as a person before you align to make a difference in any capacity. And the same is true for a region that needs to know who it is. And Gary, I see that your passion and your vision and your energy have all aligned to support us with growth, collaboration, and diversity as the centerpiece of this Snow Code effort. I am excited and honored to create this partnership as a representative of Leadership Snohomish County with the Economic Alliance of Snohomish County and the county to create opportunities for impact when it comes to removing barriers and dismantling inequitable systems in our region. LSC has been committed to our role as a convener in our community, a nonpartisan convener with the premise that each of us leads somewhere. We find ourselves in some of the most divided and partisan times in this country. Healthy community leadership must defy race, religion, and political affiliation. Anti-racist work and the dismantling of systems is not left or right. This is not a partisan issue. It's a human one. Leadership Snohomish County has been committed to this work in a substantial way since 2016 with Step Up for Racial Equity as the largest conference for moving racial equity forward in a 5-state region. And with the recent graduation, our 3rd graduation of our Leadership for Racial Equity cohort. Our mission is that LSC builds a community of authentic leaders, providing programs that center equity and foster leadership skills for life. Our vision is that connected communities continuously evolve to dismantle inequitable systems. Seeing our county executive, an elected representative, and the CEO of the Economic Alliance join here today and commit to creating accountability through Snow Code is beyond newsworthy. And as a respected peer of mine in this work, Meg Weekly states, we need leaders who recognize the harm being done to people and planet through the dominant practices that control, ignore, abuse, and oppress the human spirit. We need leaders who put service over self, stand steadfast in crisis and failures, and who display unshakable faith that people can be generous, creative, and kind. I believe that we're all gathered today because we believe in the humanity of the residents in our community, and we believe that Snohomish County residents are generous, creative, and kind, and also with those civic characteristics of being diverse, resilient, collaborative, helpful, and growing. It's my hope that with access to this Snow Code and all the related tools, that our county can elevate equity, activate diversity, and lead inclusively. I think Snow Code creates the accountability system for our business, government, and nonprofit pledges to start or continue diversity and equity work in their workplaces. This is hard work, or as Annie says, and she likes to remind me, it's heart work. We can't, nor should we do it alone. A network of support and peers is going to be critical to our success, and that is one way to plant the seeds that then spread in our community. I thank you for inviting me and allowing Leadership Snohomish County to be a part of this today. And Gary, thank you for getting us all together.
Thank you so much, Kathy, for those amazing words of collaboration and spirit. I know for a fact that you've done some amazing work already in this space with Leadership Snohomish County. And just thank you for those words. They're very encouraging. And we are excited to get moving in this space. So for closing remarks, I would just like to say thank you to Kathy. Thank you to Annie. Thank you to Executive Dave Summers. Thank you to Representative Berg and the work that she's done throughout the state and as well the 44th District, and just being here today. But I'd like to leave just a lasting message for all of you. As we plan to move forward with Snow Code, we hope that if you plan to collaborate with us, that you reach out right away. If you feel as though you have some work that can be shared here, this is open to all who are interested. So please, you are welcome. If you do not feel welcome, please engage us so we can make sure that that is shifted and changed. Really, really important for us as Economic Alliance Snohomish County, we realize that we cannot have thriving business without thriving communities. We cannot have the American dream without having the Snohomish County dream. We cannot have the Snohomish County dream without having the Washington State dream. So all of these things are true. And one thing that Kathy said that is totally important to remember is that we are all human. We are all going through it, and we can all help each other. So with that in mind, I wish you all the best. We hope that you will join us in Snow Code. And I want to thank our gracious panel today for being here to speak, and look forward to doing some amazing work in Snohomish County and Washington State. Thank you all.
We want to thank you too, Gary. So thank you.
Thank you, Gary.
Thanks, Gary.
Thank you all.